Hello, everybody, and welcome to Braves Breakdown. My name is Justin Ayers, and I am the Communications Coordinator here at North Adams Community Schools. Before we get started, make sure to follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our school's YouTube page. Today, I am joined by senior Emily Bleke, who is a member of our girls' basketball team. Thank you for joining me today.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Can you just give us a background on how you got into playing basketball?
Both my parents played basketball, so obviously whenever we were growing up, they would always incorporate us into HBA down in Hoagland, Common Ground here. So I've just been playing it my whole life, I guess.
How is the season going?
It's going really good. Looking back at the start of the season, Haim has us do these note cards, and we have team goals. And one of my goals was 20 wins, and I never dreamed of coming close to that. I guess I knew we'd be up there because we always are every year, but. Tonight could be our 20th win, so that's awesome. It's going great.
What is your mindset going into tonight's game against Leo, where you guys could win the conference, and it's senior night, and you get 1,000 points? It's a lot for one home game.
Yeah, there's definitely, it's not a lot of pressure, but tonight could seal outright conference for us. So, we got to stay focused tonight. We don't want to overlook any team in the NE8 because everyone seems to play up against us, so I think being confident but not overconfident is a key for tonight.
What's it been like this year being in the NE8 where almost the majority of the teams are just having fantastic seasons?
Oh, it's a struggle every year. NE8, you always got teams like Norwell and Columbia City playing up in Huntington North. So this year I guess we've really competed. We compete every year, but this year we just really brought the energy to those games.
So how does this year's team compare to last year's team?
Last year, looking at our team overall, we had Haley, of course, and we had Arabelle. So we had a really big post presence last year, and this year we don't have that as much. We have a couple people that are close to 6 foot, so we're a lot more guard heavy this year, definitely. But team chemistry last year was really good, and this year it's actually really good. Coming in we had a lot of new freshmen, new people, and new people to get used to, but we've really clicked really well.
What's it been like being an upperclassman on a team that has so many freshmen and sophomore contributors?
I think the key this year is positive encouragement from upperclassmen, juniors and seniors, and even sophomores coming back from varsity last year. Especially with my sisters on the team, we fight all the time, but I gotta remember they're still a teammate. You gotta keep lifting them up so we can get to the next game, get to the next play, and keep going on.
What is that like, having two siblings on the same team as you? Is there a line that you have to draw between teammate and sibling sometimes?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes I have to catch myself because I'm kind of loud on the court. I yell at everyone. I try to stay positive, but that doesn't always work. And especially with my sisters, they make a mistake, I'm the first one on their butt about it. But I got to counter it with some positive encouragement. I definitely have to draw a line, but I cross it sometimes, that's for sure.
Do you feel like it's kind of a blessing, too, though, to be able to experience a season like this with family members?
I don't think I'd ever admit it to their face, but yeah, it definitely is. I played with my older sister, too, Rachel, and it was a lot different because I was the underclassman and she was upperclassman, but this year being the upperclassman to the twins, it's been a really cool experience.
Who are some of the leaders on your team, and how do you guys show it?
Gwen Laurent is a pretty big leader. She's not as yelly as I am on the court, but she'll bring in the positive comments and be a leader by example, as Haim likes to say a lot. And our juniors definitely, Bree Converse and Emma Filling, they're pretty big presences there too. Emma's already always goofing around, and Bree she's a vocal leader out there. She knows how to get the defense and get the box outs, get the rebounds, the little stuff that we need to do. And the sophomores too, Lainey and Kate Kitson, they're both returners from last year, and usually you wouldn't see sophomores being that big of a presence at leadership on the court, but they know what it's like to play in varsity, so they're really helping the freshmen this year too.
I was at the Angola game a couple of days ago, and me and the other people that I was watching it with noticed that you guys were going crazy when Emma and Bree were knocking down three-pointers at the end of the game. What was that like?
It's so fun. They're always huge supporters on the bench, and we know whenever they get in the game, they're working their hardest. They're trying to make big plays. Seeing Emma nail those threes and Bree get that pull-up shot or a rebound, it's really cool to see.
What would you say the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team is?
Last year, I'm not saying that we didn't have team chemistry. We didn't have we didn't have drama last year, don't have drama this year, but like I think this year everyone is just like so tight and nobody is really focused on individual success. And I'm not saying like we had that last year, it's just better this year. It's like more visible this year, I guess. Like everyone's looking to dish the ball to the open person, everyone's looking to rebound and kick out for a shot or whoever's open. So like everyone's just focused on team success this year.
So what's it been like for you as you've made kind of this climb towards 1,000 points? How have you managed to still keep things about the team?
Well, I set an individual goal at the beginning of the season. Like I knew that it was within reach, but after that I didn't talk about it. Like I was like, I don't want to know the numbers, don't tell me throughout the games. Like even like hearing on the announcements the other day, I'm like, dang it, like I didn't want to hear that number. So I've kind of just been like pushing it to the back of my mind. Like obviously it's still a goal, but like 20 wins, like sectionals, conference, like those are the main goals that I have. And I think just keeping that in mind helps.
A lot of people think that a rematch between Bellmont and Norwell is coming up. Just what goes through your head as you think about that?
I think Norwell, they have a bit of an advantage having it at their place this year for sectionals. So obviously they'll bring the energy definitely. Their student section, they can be pretty annoying. And I think the sectional feeling itself is different from regular season, but like some people that haven't experienced playing at Norwell, like the freshmen this year, like it'll be a surprise. It'll probably be a slap in the face to them. Hearing them like jeering at us, like when we're shooting free throws, we're making a layup. It'll be something to get used to, but I think it's something they should experience at some point.
So what is your favorite thing about your team?
I guess just saying again, like this year has been so fun. I mean, I knew me and Gwen were like, we got to make this like a fun last season. It's been a blast. And like every practice is like, yeah, we have to like get down and dirty. We got to put in the work, but like we're also still like all having fun here and like playing a game because overall it is a game.
And what do you enjoy the most about the game of basketball?
It's fast. It's very fast. Like I play softball too, and that's not like as fast. Like you have between innings and everything, but like you're going up and down the court. Like we've done a lot of transition this year, and like I love that. Like passing it up, like it's so quick. You get quick, easy points. I guess that, and you can get a little rough in the game too. So that's pretty fun too sometimes.
So who are some of the underclassmen on your team that people should keep an eye on over the next few years?
Kate and Lainey have been really stepping it up this year. So Kate has been doing a lot more driving this year, and she's been scoring some points. Lainey's a really good three-point shooter. The twins, I guess definitely, I hate to say it, but she's got some shifty moves down there. She can shoot the three. I mean, Mary's, if she realizes that she's a really strong post, but obviously as a freshman, like you don't notice that. So I think she'll be a good post presence. And Ani and Caitlin, they have really good handles handling the ball, so they can handle the ball under pressure, so they'll be good too.
How's your coach contributed to the team chemistry?
I think Haim, like as a coach, you don't want the coach to just be your friend. You want him to be a coach too and like tell you what you're doing wrong, not be buddy-buddy with everyone at all times. But Haim's really like, he's really close with the team, and like the team itself is like really close, but like coaches and everyone, like everyone's part of that family. So like he just adds to, instead of being like a negative Nelly that just gets on you about everything, like he's encouraging us too and helping us get better.
What are some ways that he has helped you specifically become a better player on the court?
I mean, my parents have always told me like throughout my whole life that I need to get out of my comfort zone, like push your limits, and Haim has really helped reinforce that. Like if I'm not making shots, he's like, no, keep shooting, don't stop shooting, like keep shooting, they will fall at some point. So he's really helped me like grow as a player and as a person, because I'm not like, oh, like I missed that layup, I'm gonna stop shooting, I'm gonna like be down the whole game. I'm up now after mistakes and like encouraging the other team, because like that's the name of the game, you're gonna make mistakes.
What are some things that you guys do off the court that makes you guys such a unit as a team?
Whenever we go to like guys games or like wrestling matches, like you always see us in like the same like vicinity of the student section. Like we're always like around each other. I see them in the hallways. I'll say hi, I'll talk to them, we'll have a conversation with them, and we have team dinners a lot. And those are probably up near one of my favorite things about basketball, because we have a lot of like goofy people on our team, and it's just a time to goof off and like chill after like a hard practice or like a stressful game coming up. So
what would young Emily be most proud of today?
I think going back, as a freshman and like even up till junior year, my main struggle in basketball was like the mental game, and like how I would miss a shot, I would miss a layup, I'd make a bad pass, I'd cause a turnover, and that affect me the rest of the game. And I think this year It didn't, at the beginning of the season, it didn't start off too well. I think it was like the Concordia game maybe. I started being like, okay, like you made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes on the court. You got to get past it. You got to help your team out. Like this game isn't about you, it's about your whole team. And I think just realizing how important the team's success was over my mistakes, really, I'm pretty proud to say that I've like overcame that over the years. I haven't always been the most positive person with myself and others, so I think realizing that like you don't have to be so hard on yourself all the time, and like you need to help other people too. Like everyone makes mistakes. You don't need to like hound on them for the little mistakes they make. Like we're all humans. We're all gonna make mistakes.
What would you say to somebody who's considering joining the girls basketball team?
I would say definitely do it. I mean, we have a lot of fun in practice. Like even with like the JV people, we're tired of the JV people. We goof off with them. Like it's so fun. This sport is so fun. I can't even like put that into words. Like every practice is a new adventure for us. We got people doing cartwheels in practice. We got people, I don't even know, messing around in practice, but like we get this stuff done and like we have fun at the same time, so I say do it.
Well, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to me about girls basketball today.
Yep.
That is all for this episode of Braves Breakdown. Be sure to follow us on Spotify and subscribe to the North Adams Community Schools YouTube page. We will see you next time when we speak with a member of the boys basketball team. Have a good one, Bellmont.